And welcome back, Crypto Hulk. Brand new year, January 1st here, California. What time we got? About 6 p.m. New Year's Day. This year I changed a lot of stuff. I think Christmas morning, I was making a show in California about 8 a.m. on Christmas Day. I made another one at about, I think, 5 p.m. So the people in Europe could see. Maybe it was 4. Um, then today it's New Year's Day. I have a huge story for you. You're gonna, it's gonna like blow minds and melt faces. Yeah, no, it really will. Russia has been doing the liar, liar pants. They know exactly what XRP is. They built their shit on XRP. They're gonna be using Ethereum and stuff. Oh my God, I've got it all on this show. Deep dive. Today I spent 3 hours making this show. I've already I've done a show on this about a year and a half ago. So that took some time for me to study there because it helped me understand it even better right now. When I did this show, I simplified it and made things more clear. So this show took about a good 5 hours of studying. I'm gonna break it down for about 20 minutes. I'm going to start off the deep dive in the open show so that people that are not members can see actually what you get for your big $5 a month. I know it's a big investment, but we're going to go for about 20-ish minutes on the open show and then boom, right over to the members only and do the remaining 60-70% of the show, something like that. It's truly amazing. Yeah, I haven't heard this on other channels. I've been listening to other people 3 years. So maybe you got super specialized skills or you found the crypto messiah or whatever. I haven't heard this shit the whole time. I've been in crypto for 3 years and I listen to a lot of different people every day. So, I guess if I want to learn stuff about crypto, I got to DIY, do it yourself. So there you have it. We're going to go over about probably eight or so different cryptos in this show that are that were strongly considered by Russia to build their crypto on, and some of them they probably are. Of course, it's a game called cat and mouse, and they never quite tell you exactly. But in this report, now, unfortunately for the open show, um, probably the last 15 minutes of this program in the members show, we're going to break down, Russia breaks down exactly how they utilize the different, I'm going to say there's more than one crypto, and they show you like how they're going to use it and for what. So that's like a green light. If you know what these two are, it's like, oh man. And of course, you hear, oh, Tequila Fund 2. Tequila Sunrise. Thank you for that. I've got some Patron Extra Añejo that I got 50% off because I'm the smart shopper. So I get a see, here's my thing. I get a lot, but I don't pay a lot. That's how I do things. Look, anybody can go out and blow 80 bucks on a bottle. Okay. I'm able to get it for 40. Okay. When I saw they had a 50% off New Year's sale at this one, so I don't know if the manager was, something like that, whatever it was. I'm like, Patron Extra, not the crappy shit like the Reposado or the silver is good, but it's still the cheap. They take their expensive one and just chop it in half. And I'm like, my God. So Tequila Fun 2, I got it. After the show, I'm putting down like 4 shots. All right. I'm gonna put it in a little block of ice and sip on it, and whoo-wee, I'll be like, make sure I get all that in there, like a fiend. Okay, been there, dug that. Welcome to the Masters video live stream. Henry Brown is back again. Now let's everybody gather around the fireplace, see what good old Henry Brown has to ask us tonight. Looks like brick nations will help drive adoption. It's a world effort, Henry. Russia's a big country, so is China. We all see. Look, I don't want to give up too much information on the free show, but we've already gone over Russia. I mean, China is full into XRP through Liang, and that's a Tranglo partnership. And Ripple owns 40% of Tranglo. So basically, Russia's using XRP. We should already know this on this channel. Yeah, Henry Brown, next one. Overnight adoption seems to be in Ripple favor. Henry, got a news for you, buddy. Wait till you listen to the members only show, and then we can reconsider overnight adoption there, buddy. You're to be smiling and laughing. All right, because you guys are so far ahead from the rest of these stupid. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about these dumb people. Raymond Lindsay. What's Raymond got to say? Happy New Year's, Hulk. Thanks for breaking it down. Raymond, my job is to make you rich, my friend. That's why I go on these deep dives. It's going to probably take me a full hour. 20 minutes in the pre-show and like 40 in the regular. Oh, this is a long show. But I can break it down this time more mentally easy. I eliminated a lot of particular shit that we don't really need to know and got to more, not just basics, but more stuff that's not as techy. I don't like all that techy. Tiny Dog. Been a member for 2 months. Happy New Year, Hulkster. Jody J. Thank you very much for your donation. Appreciate that. You know, the new year. Everybody here, I wish all of you a happy new year. Oh, let me tell you how my year started. Actually, it started by my ass being at home. Okay. So I have this. I don't want to mention the name because I love this place. I'm not going to put them down. But I love this restaurant, nightclub, bar. I'm not going to tell you where it's at. It's effing amazing. Just the quality of the food. Now, it's not cheap at all. They keep it that way on purpose. They want to keep like a 30+ crowd. That's my kind of place. I don't want to deal with these fucking 20-year-olds pulling guns and trying to fight people and drinking too much and thinking they're Superman. Look, if you got to prove something to yourself, I don't want to be around you. Okay, I want to be with people that already know who they are and don't need to prove because they've already done it throughout their whole life. They've done amazing shit like myself. All right, but we show up to this venue. We were having such strong winds in California. It was ready to break the dams and the dikes and all these things along the Sacramento River. Hundreds of thousands of people in Sacramento were without power New Year's Eve. Hello. So we're at this restaurant place. They have this tent set up outside. Now it's one of these big ass tents that's strong as fuck. Well, it didn't matter because this wind was almost like hurricane and shit. And it would rattle the tent thing. And I felt like this was going to come down. This tent's heavy. It's got like big metal poles at the top. This isn't no little Boy Scout tent. This is a big fucking tent. Like you could have a seminar or something in, right? This thing, and they had these propane heaters. Man, if these motherfuckers fell on me, it'd burn my fucking face. I wouldn't be able to do the show. I'd have to be like, "Hey, everybody, it's Crypto Hulk here." But they got these, you know, the propane things that glow because they're so fucking hot. They're probably 400 degrees, right, all around you to try to keep you warm. Man, if that tent comes down and these fucking propane things, man, I'll be like, "Ooh, ah, ooh, ow," you know, I'll be like, "Fuck." It would not be good. So I chose to get the fuck out of there. Talked to the owner, said, dude, you know, you got a storm out there, right? So basically, power lines were going down all over Sacramento County, Northern. The storm was fucking crazy. I'm doing 48 down the freeway. I can't drive any faster. Just the rain and the wind and shit, and the chance of getting in an accident. It's like it was hard to see because there's so much water hitting the windshield. Even if they're on high, it doesn't fucking work. So 48 miles an hour. And I'm like, fuck, what is going on? What if it's the Great Reset? I'll go through this. I'll go through it as long as I'm rich. Fuck. So I drive 20 minutes over to my favorite Mexican restaurant. I had a Patron Silver jalapeno margarita, was working on the second one, and the power goes out in this area. 8,000 people lost power. Because I'm telling you, the rain and the wind was knocking over trees. So after sitting for about 20 minutes in the dark, coddling and hodling my margarita, I just say, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going home for New Year's. This is not working out. Second place, second, yeah, I paid $100 for the other place for two people, so I got a credit at least at the first place. So this place here, just power goes out. Like I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It looks like I'm not supposed to do any shit, so I just drive home. And luckily, the place that I am at now here had power, but my other crash pad in where I live had no power. And then it has an electric gate, so the condo you can't get. It just never fucking ends. All righty, let's get going with some work here. I'll make sure I credit the open show for time for talking too much. Jen Duff, welcome to the members video live stream. Got another one. Got another brave soul. Okay. I'm going to show you the link to the Russian. I'm going to show you the link to the Russian article. So click on that article. I know nothing. Click on that article and let me know if it pops up all good in the hood. So let me know. This is a two-way interaction learning exercise here. So I need people that want to, you don't have to follow, just those that do. Let me know if that's the right link. I have another one if that doesn't work. Sometime today. Or not, sometime till next Christmas, right? Looks good, says Tiny Dog. Okay, great. As long as one person says that it looks good, I'm sure it all works. Okay, we got two. Okay, I recommend anyone $5 subscription. This is a learning channel, dude. This is not just I'm going to read some news. Got to keep moving. Got a lot of news, dude. That's so. I'm not a reporter. I'm an educator. There's a fucking difference. My show is an educational program. I don't just go over highlights for 30 seconds or a minute and try to sell you gold dumb cards and shit. All right. Now, let's go. Let me find my articulo. Let me blow it up. Okay, the abstract. I'm going to read the whole abstract. Let me get my time set. Where are we at here? All right, fuck, man. All right, 12 minutes. Okay. All right, here we go. Abstract. One of the main reasons for what we got is the Russians. The Russians are here. What we got going is Russia has already studied crypto, and what they did is watch the Americans and the Europeans. They watched everybody, all these studies, project this, project that, this project. Because let me tell you, what America and Europe and shit was doing with this crypto was not a secret. In fact, they wanted Russia to learn it because they want everybody to use the system. You can't have Russians using one system or use another, and then Paraguay. No, we need everybody on the same fucking page, okay? So what America has been doing with Europe and everything is testing in Singapore and all around and making all that, publishing the results, publish it because they want these other countries to see. Maybe Russia doesn't like us. They like China. Then they see that China's working with Liang Bank. And they maybe don't like Ripple or United States, but they're okay with Tranglo, an Australian company. But Tranglo, Russia gets in. Ripple gets their hands in there and buys up 40%. So basically, China is dealing with the United States. I mean, so you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on. So keep that in mind when I'm reading off this report to you. What we have going on is Russia has been watching all the crypto tests around the world, and they pick two cryptos for 90% of what they're going to do. We'll talk about that in the members only one. So that's the end result. They mention a couple studies in here that have been done, and some other things. There's a lot of banks. There's about 6 or 8 banks they specifically mention. And some of these banks are an American bank. It's going to have their own crypto, and it's not JP Morgan. That's one of them, Quorum. But there's another bank in here that's a big shot. It's going to have their own crypto. Maybe we get to it in the members only. Maybe we don't. So that's the backdrop on what this show is going to be about. One of the main reasons for closer attention to the blockchain, I'm reading from the abstract, to the blockchain technology on the financial market players. Part is the expectation that crypto, and I'll add words, crypto will eliminate many of the problems and restrictions inherent in the currently used banking system. Okay. In this vein, central banks of many countries do not stand aside and actively participate in research based on blockchain. Um, what we got is Russia saying there's a lot of banks that just aren't even doing anything. So you've got some banks like America, England, Canada, and some other one, all the Ripple partners basically, they're doing stuff. Whereas you got Russia saying some of these countries, they just ain't doing a damn thing. So you see why it could probably take longer than what they really anticipate. People are like, my God, when are we going to be rich? Well, when all these countries get on the same page. But Russia's saying right here, in this vein, central banks of many countries do not stand aside and actively participate in research and stuff. Um, with reference to payment services, blockchain technology has a potential for use in national and international payment systems. Let me repeat that. Blockchain will be used in national and international payment systems. So all these dummy government people, Sherrod Brown, let's think of some of the other ones, Elizabeth Warren, all these people, and even Warren Buffett who says, oh, crypto, there's no use or whatever. Dude, the guy that runs Goldman Sachs, oh, there's no use for crypto. These people are so lying to you. That's why I make my show, so you get the truth, okay? I'm telling you here, Russia is telling us there's a use for crypto in national and international payment systems. There, what's the use case? I just fucking told you. Actually, Russia just told you, okay? It talks about there's due to the lack of technical restrictions on instantaneous of the nodes and the possibility to eliminate payments systems can be made in real close time. They can say if you use like this technology, you can make payments in real time. It says here blockchain technology in payment infrastructure provides a number of advantages, including uninterrupted operation and efficiency of payment. What it's saying basically is crypto makes payments super fast, is what they've studied, and we got to use them. It's pretty much what they're saying in here. Talks about uninterrupted adoption, efficiency of payment process systems. Okay, now we go to introduction. Let's see my notes. Okay, I'm gonna read off my paper. We're on page 1. It says introduction. Digitization is rapidly developing, Russia says. There is currently a transition to digital. Business is now digitizing, and then talks about digital technologies. Organizations and service sectors are now using more digital technology and payments. Digital technology provides undeniable, here's what Russia says, digital technology provides undeniable advantages like improving business efficiency, improving competitiveness. Crypto expands digital payment projects and that sort of thing. So Russia admits there's a clear and present need for crypto, okay? Now, well, it looks like you got lucky on the members show. Well, Crypto Hulk, which ones did they really look at? Ethereum, Corda, which is XDC, Ripple, which is XRP, XLM, Quorum, which is the JP Morgan coin, and finally there's Hyperledger Fabric. So that's a mixture of like Microsoft and XLM. Okay, so those are the ones that they have tested. They gave kind of like honorable mention to, and I think they're going to use all of those cryptos to some extent. Now, some of them they're going to use more than others, but if you just Pick any one of those. I think you're going to be just fine in your future. All right. Oh, by the way, my name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I know nothing about crypto. Everything I say in the show is a complete lie. My goal is to get you financially destroyed by telling you lies the whole time. Let me check the comment section real quick, and I'll go on to my next portion here. Any questions? Core airdrop. Okay. Starting the new year off right with some Crypto Hulk, says Jet Ski Key. Think XRP is grossly underestimated, thinking it's a multi-million-dollar coin. My biceps are burning. Mark, stop it. Get control of yourself. Slap yourself in the face. We're not watching Sean Ray working out on ESPN channel in 1996. Kurt Scott is over there. Crypto She-Hulk back again. I know nothing. Kurt Scott. Thanks again, Hulk. Great info. The best for all of you. Let me get back to this. Okay. My next comment, I think we're still on page 1. There's a lot of stuff on page 1. I paraphrased a lot of it. Ethereum, Russians say, now this is not as good, let's say, about Ethereum, but nonetheless, Ethereum was the early prototype that was, in quotations, simple. Well, that's really not a good thing to hear. The consensus mechanism in Ethereum made problems with developing and implementing technology for financial and payment systems. So Ethereum kind of gave them problems developing and implementing. That's why they had to upgrade Ethereum, right? To the proof of stake or something to try to fix certain problems. I don't know if they're fixed, but I'm just letting you know. The Russians had problems with Ethereum, just putting that out there. Development of new projects and newer versions has shown significant progress in regards to scaling and information security. Okay, so what they're talking about, development of new projects, Ripple, on and on. So remember now, Ethereum's been around for since 2014. This report, I think, came out in 2019 or 20, something like that. So Ethereum had to jump for 5 years over a lot of stuff. Okay, XRP came out before them around 2012, I believe. But nonetheless, the Russians were looking into Ethereum long time ago, and it's old and it doesn't work as good. I'm just letting you know what they say. But they said, I'm paraphrasing, since Ethereum's came out, then in popularity, you got the XRP, the Corda, which is XDC, something like the Hyperledger Fabric with Exxon. So the Russians know that there's better stuff out there. A lot of times, I don't want to add to that. Okay, so then they start talking about hacking. Well, they talk about problems with Ethereum in regard to scaling. We know this. It's slower. You can't get as many people to use it at the same time. Talks about information security. Well, we know that almost all the Ethereum NFTs are hacked, 40% of them. So Ethereum's not quite the safest way to go with a lot of things, but nonetheless, digital technology in the payment area is the subject of this research article. So that's to summarize it. Now we're going to page 2. Woohoo! Let me check something here. Okay, we're still doing good on time there, buddy. On page 2, look for the section where it says analysis of the recent advances. That's number 2. So number 2 on page 2. I'll give you my notes, by Jove. My notes on section 2. Go to the last paragraph, I tell myself. So let's follow Crypto Hulk's advice. Crypto Hulk knows best. Okay. Well, not quite the last paragraph. Hold on, my notes are... They used various methods. So my notes say in the last paragraph, they used various methods to study payment crypto. About 8 scientists are involved. So here's, my note section. I'll read it verbatim. The empirical basis of the research is the works of Russian and, listen, foreign scientists. Okay, what they're telling us here is that this whole paper is based on empirical research, meaning scientific study, not just we think this shit's going to work or not. It's they use Russian and then foreign scientists. So we're talking Americans, Japanese, all the shit that Ripple does in different countries, from Abu Dhabi, Qatar, everywhere around the world. Ripple does shit. That's what they're talking about. But they're trying to like eliminate the word Ripple and all these things. But okay, because we all know who works with the banks, right? Let's just keep that fucking real. It's not any other project stuff. It's Ripple, R3, which is XDC, XLM. They're all working for the banks. These are all payments cryptos. They work heavily with the banks. All right, so it lists the different scientists, Trochenko, and so it's listing all the Russian scientists involved. Of course, they don't want to put, David Schwartz in there or Jed McCaleb or nothing like that. The real fucking brainiacs of the world. So they use like 8 scientists. This information base is representative. Read that sentence. Let me see what we're talking about here. Crypto Hulk, help me out. The information base is representative. Read that sentence. They have decided to use a crypto and make one. Well, I don't see what I told myself to see. Fuck. Okay, can't find it. Anyhow, let me move on. We're still on page 2. Wait a sec. Page 2, section 4. I'm going to summarize this in my own words. Let's see what we have here. The Bank of Canada. And we got the Jasper Project. So now we're going to discuss. Crypto Hulk's going to break down what the hell was going on. They studied what's called as the Jasper Project, okay? This is important. It's where the Bank of Canada, who's now a Ripple partner, just saying, the Bank of Canada Ripple partner, they announced that, and they worked with R3 Corda. Now, R3 Corda was a company that Ripple used to be a straight up partnership with. Corda R3 is the crypto XDC. This is based also on the XRP ledger. R3 Corda is based on the XRP ledger. It was supposed to be something like a crypto that runs on the XRP ledger. So when you hear me say, hey, XDC, I would tell my friend to get it. Yeah. Why? Because it runs on XRP. Even though the partnership ended, they're still working on it. Okay. Ethereum platform was used for part of the experiment. Just putting that out there. The main objective of the Jasper Project were the development of options. They wanted to have options in cryptos, not just use Ethereum because it was old, but they wanted to know, like, what can all we use here? Ethereum was tested to see its capabilities. A test version was launched with Ethereum. Moreover, transaction validation was performed only by a node belonging to R3, okay, which is XDC, which is built on XRP ledger. Thus, within the Jasper Project, the XDC crypto, which is a Ripple partner, was one that could transfer assets directly. Ethereum could not, okay? And the other cryptos could not. So, XDC, otherwise known as made by R3 Corda, was the crypto that could transfer assets directly between transaction parties without intermediaries. Now, you could use an Ethereum to do the same thing, but you'd have to use an intermediary. You could use other cryptos to do the same thing, but you'd have to have intermediaries. So that's why Ripple's like a standalone. You don't need anything else. I mean, if you want to use Ethereum, you can, but like I told you this, you can get your 1923 Ford Model T, drive it on a tow truck. You can sit in that tow truck. I mean, you can sit in your car while the tow truck drives you around. But why? Just get a new fucking car, right? Now I know you're sentimental to the old one and it goes chitty chitty bang bang putt putt putt. Okay, that's great and all, but you can't drive that shit on the freeway. It's illegal. So you're gonna kill somebody or someone's gonna get killed. So that's like how it is with Ethereum. It's the 1927 car, and you put it on a tow truck, which is XRP, or in this case, XDC. You're taking Ethereum, putting it on XDC, and driving it 75 miles an hour down the freeway because Ethereum can't do it alone. Okay. Will they still use Ethereum? Sure. Do you still send letters and put stamps on them? I do, barely. That's Ethereum. Okay. Just putting that out there, trying to be fair. Whew, lordy. All right. I'm still working on this page because I got 2 other pages. So the open show today is going to get like a lot of time. All right. Let's get back into it. There's just a very little bit left for the free show. It's going to be some good stuff. Now we're on page 3. Uno, dos, tres. Cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. All right. Stella Project. Now listen, Stella. Sound not Stella, like that old movie with Marlon Brando or something from like the 1960s or 50s. This is called the Stella Project because I'm telling you why. It's made by Stellar. They didn't do a good job in hiding that, did they? Stella? Oh, you're missing the letter R. Oh, they'll never figure it out. Except Crypto Hulk, he'll probably figure it out. But so you got something called a Stella Project in Japan. The Bank of Japan. Now, in Japan, they're so in deep with XRP, XLM, and XTC. The Bank of Japan and the European Central Bank, Ripple partner, the ECB, the European Central Bank Project, because that's based on Hyperledger, which is XLM. So in the Bank of Japan, they chose to go more with the XLM, the Microsoft Hyperledger Fabric working with the XLM. That's what they chose in sending money from Japan and Europe, okay, with the help of the European Central Bank. They designed 2 smart contracts, okay? One was a simple contract and the other was a complex one. I'm only going to tell you that the complex one uses LSM, that's liquidity saving mechanisms. Most important conclusion found by the Bank of Japan and the European Central Bank, they successfully handled the platform and handled the processing of payments made in the Eurozone and Japan. Also noted the size of a distributed network had a strong impact on system performance. An increase in the number of nodes significantly increases the time. The more nodes, the longer. Proof of work all around the world takes longer. That was my portion was added. What they found was that the more all this stuff you had to do with the proof of work shit, the more nodes, the thousands of nodes or whatever you'd have to have all around the world or something to get to, it just took longer. Whereas in a Hyperledger, maybe you have 300 nodes instead of 30,000. See what I mean? So instead of it having to go through 30,000 people to get approved, you have 300, bam, done. So that's kind of what they noticed with the proof of work. And I think our time has run out for the open show. We're at 34 minutes. Whew, Lordy, I still got 2 pages. Well, 3 pages left. That should go a little bit quicker. We'll probably still have maybe a 30-minute, 20-minute show, maybe open. I remember one. I'm going to end this here. Hello, Mr. Crypto Hulk from the United Kingdom, 2:30 in the morning. Oh, sorry. Keep up the good work. We're getting members' information our next day. It's still, you know what? My information is so much better than the other ones. Like I'm telling you, I'm naming specific names of cryptos that I would tell my friend, you should probably get some. Now, if Ethereum's $1,200, I'm like, dude, I wouldn't waste my time with that shit. But Any of these other ones are like 30 cents or like a buck or something or $5. Fuck yeah. I mean, I wouldn't buy if you had some money. I wouldn't buy just one Ethereum at 1,200. Fuck it. I'd rather spend 400 on XRP, 400 on XLM. See what I'm saying? Like that. And I'll be naming some other ones too in the members only show. Um, Hello from Canada. Okay, so I'm going to end this program. I'm going to go on the members only show and keep it going. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast.